Meta has just unleashed a major development in the AI sphere with the introduction of their latest model, Llama 3.1. This new release is quite revolutionary, and there's a lot to explore here, so let's dive in. Meta has been making waves with its Llama models for some time, but Llama 3.1 takes things to a whole new level. The standout feature of this release is undoubtedly the 405B model, hailed as the largest and most powerful OpenAI model to date, setting significant benchmarks in the industry. The Llama 3405B model boasts an astounding 405 billion parameters. To put this into perspective, parameters are akin to the neural connections in a human brain. The more you have, the more sophisticated and capable your model becomes. Meta trained this model on over 15 trillion tokens, which include fragments of words, phrases, numbers, and punctuation marks. This extensive training required the equivalent of 3,084 million GPU hours and resulted in the emission of 11,390 tons of CO2. It's a monumental endeavor, but the outcomes speak volumes. This model was trained using 16,000 Nvidia H100 GPUs, which are top-tier GPUs necessary to manage the immense computational demands of such a large model. Despite its size, Meta asserts that the Llama 3.1 405B can rival some of the most renowned AI models, like OpenAI's GPT-4 and Anthropic's Claude 3.5. Although it's a bold assertion, Meta's experimental evaluations indicate that it performs competitively across a variety of tasks, from generating prose to responding to chat inputs. One of the most thrilling aspects of Llama 3.1 is its open-source nature. Meta has made this model openly accessible, which is a significant move in the AI field. Open source means that the code and the model are available for anyone to use, modify, and enhance. This approach has numerous advantages. For starters, it fosters a wider ecosystem of developers and companies who can build on the model, creating new tools, services, and applications. It also makes the technology more accessible, enabling its use in a broader range of applications, from academic research to commercial products. Meta has also released updated versions of their smaller Llama models, specifically the 70B and 8B variants. These models now support 8 languages: English, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, Hindi, Spanish, and Thai. They also feature a much larger context window, now capable of supporting up to 128,000 tokens. A context window functions like an AI's short-term memory. The larger it is, the more information the model can retain at any given moment. This is especially useful for tasks such as long-form summarization or coding assistance, where extensive context is needed to generate accurate responses. One of the significant challenges of running such a large model like the 405B is the hardware requirements. At 405 billion parameters, it needs roughly 8,810 gigabytes of memory to operate at the full 16-bit precision it was trained on. This is beyond what a single Nvidia DGX H100 system, which houses 8 H100 accelerators, can manage. To tackle this issue, Meta has introduced an 8-bit quantized version of the model, reducing the memory footprint by about half. Quantization is a technique used to lower the precision of the model's parameters, making it more efficient to run without greatly affecting performance. Now, let's discuss why this is significant for developers and organizations. The open-source nature of Llama 3.1 means that developers can train, fine-tune, and distill their own models. This flexibility is vital because different organizations have different requirements. Some might need smaller models for on-device tasks and classification, while others might require larger models for more complex tasks. With Llama 3.1, you can take the most advanced models, continue training them with your own data, and then distill them down to the optimal size for your specific needs. Meta is also collaborating with various companies to expand the broader ecosystem. Amazon, Databricks, and Nvidia are launching comprehensive suites of services to support developers in fine-tuning and distilling their own models. Companies like Grok have developed low-latency, low-cost inference serving for all the new models. These models will be available on all major cloud platforms, including AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle, and more. Companies like Scale AI, Dell, and Doe are prepared to assist enterprises in adopting Llama and training custom models with their own data. This collective effort aims to make Llama the industry standard and extend the benefits of AI to everyone. Meta's dedication to open source is driven by several factors. Firstly, it ensures that they always have access to the best technology and are not confined to a competitor's closed ecosystem. This is particularly important for Meta, given the limitations they have faced with platforms like Apple. By creating an open ecosystem, Meta and other companies can innovate more freely without being restricted by arbitrary rules and constraints imposed by closed platforms. Secondly, open sourcing Llama encourages a more competitive AI landscape. AI development is highly competitive, and releasing a model as open source does not give away a significant advantage because the field is continually evolving. By consistently releasing competitive, efficient, and open models generation after generation, Meta can ensure that Llama stays at the forefront of AI development. Thirdly, selling access to AI models is not Meta's business model. This means that openly releasing Llama does not undermine their revenue or ability to invest in research. This is a considerable advantage over closed model providers who rely on selling access to their models for revenue. Finally, Meta has a proven track record of successful open source projects. They have saved billions of dollars by releasing their server, network, and data center designs with the Open Compute project and have benefited from the ecosystem's innovations. Projects like PyTorch and React have become industry standards, and Meta aims to achieve similar success with Llama. Open source AI is also advantageous for society. It ensures that more people have access to the benefits and opportunities of AI, prevents power from being concentrated in the hands of a few companies, and promotes the equitable and safe deployment of AI technology across society. There is an ongoing debate about the safety of open source AI models, but Meta believes that open source AI will be safer than closed alternatives. Open source allows for greater transparency and scrutiny, which historically has led to more secure software. Meta's safety process for Llama includes rigorous testing and red teaming to identify potential risks and mitigate them before release. The models are also developed with safety systems like Llama Guard, which helps ensure they are used responsibly. Since these models are trained on information already available on the internet, the starting point for considering harm is whether a model can facilitate more harm than information that can quickly be retrieved from search engines like Google. Regarding intentional harm, Meta believes that a world where AI is widely deployed is safer because larger actors can check the power of smaller bad actors. Larger institutions deploying AI at scale will promote security and stability across society. Open source fosters this balance by ensuring that everyone has access to similar generations of models. Meta also addresses the geopolitical implications of open source AI. Some argue that closing models is necessary to prevent adversaries like China from gaining access to them. However, Meta believes that this approach will not work and will only disadvantage the US and its allies. Instead, building a robust open ecosystem and working closely with the government and allies will provide a sustainable first-mover advantage and ensure that the latest advances are accessible to those who need them most. The Llama 3.1 release is not just about the models themselves but also about the broader ecosystem Meta is building. Meta has released a reference system that includes sample apps and components like the Llama Guard 3 safety model and Prompt Guard, its prompt injection filter. They are also seeking feedback from industry partners, startups, and community members to shape the future of the Llama stack. This will eventually form a series of standardized interfaces that define how toolchain components and agentic applications should be built, with the goal of making these interfaces the industry standard. Meta's approach to AI development is reminiscent of the open-source Linux kernel's triumph over proprietary Unix operating systems. Just as Linux gained popularity and became the industry standard by being open, affordable, and more advanced over time, Meta believes that AI will develop similarly. By investing in open-source AI, Meta aims to build a robust ecosystem that will benefit everyone, from startups and universities to large enterprises and governments. With the Llama 3.1 release, Meta is not only pushing the boundaries of AI technology but also championing a vision of an open and collaborative future. They are dedicated to enabling as many developers and partners as possible to use Llama and building partnerships to offer unique functionality to their customers. This release marks a significant step towards making open-source AI the industry standard and bringing the benefits of AI to everyone globally. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more AI updates. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.